Hello and welcome to session 3 of the Maps of Consciousness series. Be your own soulmate and attract your soul family, your soulmates, and your soul tribe. So, welcome to this activation, this session, this transmission, meditation, quantum hypnosis, and more. My name is Lisa, and I am a quantum healing practitioner, your meditation teacher. I'm also a kinesiologist and a master theta healer, master NLP practitioner, and hypnotherapist as well. And this is session 3 of Be Your Own Soulmates, which essentially is the activation of embodying the truest self love and wholeness that we have the power to embody, to then be the vibrational frequency of love here on earth in our day-to-day lives. And by being the vibration of love, we effortlessly and naturally attract our soul family, our soul people, our soul tribe, and our soul mates. And from that attraction, we get to create whatever it is that we want to create in a teammate energy, a co-creative energy. Just like we co-create with the divine and manifest with the divine, we can do that with our soul tribe and our soul community. And this is something that is our birthright. You're in the right place, and we're going to dive right in. So, I would love for you to set your intention for this session. And your intention can be different to the overarching North Star intention. So, as you write down or affirm aloud your intention for this session, whatever's coming up in your present, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're noticing, allow yourself to channel that in, channel that through, and trust the process anyways. Allow yourself the freedom and the grace to not have to get it right, not have to fear getting it wrong. Play and practice your discernment, practice your intuition. So, to begin this session, I would like for you to just start breathing internally, focusing your energy inside of you, in your heart, in your gut, and really start processing your feelings and your emotions. Allow yourself to feel and breathe. And we're just going to breathe together to set the scene. I would love for you to breathe 10 rounds of inhaling and exhaling through the belly, allowing the belly to be full of prana and oxygen, as if it is a beautiful energy of pure light as you breathe in. So you're breathing in the light and you're expanding your belly as you breathe in. And then you're expanding your lungs as you breathe in. And then you're exhaling through the nostrils. And you're allowing your exhale to be a little bit longer than the norm. Breathing in the light, expanding your belly, expanding your chest, breathing out through your nostrils, releasing and letting go what needs to be released. I am my own soulmate, and I am in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soulmates, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity. I am blessed. Take a deep breath in, and we're setting the scene for session 3. In a moment, we're going to activate, release, reclaim, and awaken. However, I want to start with the transmission for this session. Now, it's all good and well to come to a practitioner such as myself and receive what it is that you want to receive. And I am a firm believer in outsourcing because we are connected to all that is. We are one with all that is. We are one with the world. We are one with ourselves. We are one with humanity. There's only oneness. There's only light. There's only love. Love is the only truth is love. Only love is real. And what we're going to do is ground some of this work of self-love, wholeness, and being your own soulmate into a practical approach today. I'm going to give you 2 techniques that you can take away and start implementing in your life as an act of self-love, and therefore the ignition that speaks directly to the unconscious and superconscious, the universe. And this declaration supports and accelerates your manifestations and the magic that wants to come into your life. The magical experiences that are ready to be experienced by you. So, one of the downloads that I'm sharing with you, downloads meaning that the inspiration that came in when I was scripting this session, is a process where you get to recode or script or write your experience in life into existence, and it gets to work. Okay? So it gets to be. It gets to be. Now, how do we do this? One thing that we do that we know about is journaling, writing our manifestations down or affirmations. I am love. I am divine love. I know how to feel divine love. I know how to gift myself divine love. I know how to embody divine love. I know how to express divine love. I know how to decipher my truth. I know how to discern my truth. I know how to live my truth. I know how to speak my truth. I am connected to all that is. This is very powerful and it's truth. But one thing that you can do that genuinely does work, if you say yes to it working, and if you are willing and open to receiving this gift of you becoming the master alchemist, the master creator of your life. So another word for master alchemist, master creator is you become your own magician. You step into the archetype of the magician, and you get to literally be the script writer, the screenplay, the director, the creator of your life experience. Now, let's take this with discernment. Let's understand this with discernment. And let me give you an example. What I have discovered recently is if you place your name in third person and literally script it like a story, somehow, some way, there is real potency, alchemy, and true magic, true frequency medicine that comes with that. Now, because this is a collective transmission, I won't be using your name to give you an example. I'll be saying you. But when I speak this into existence, I want you to pretend that I'm actually stating your name. So say your name is Anne Marie, because that's one of my clients that I'm creating this for. It goes like this. Anne Marie walks the path of mastery. Not mastery that came overnight, but mastery earned through devotion, the art of decoding truth. She is no longer satisfied with partial truths, half stories, or distortions. Now, that's a little taste, and now I'm going to replace it with you. But when I say you, I'm saying your name. Now, the power of this is something that I'm going to express after this activation. All I want you to do is breathe throughout it gently, but make sure that you are breathing and receive the activation. Okay? So the activation is that you are becoming the archetype of embodying mastery, of decoding truth and living it. Now, truth is the highest vibration. Truth is in terms of the maps of consciousness, truth raises your consciousness. Cowardice lowers it. Falsehood lowers it. Courage raises your consciousness. Compassion raises your consciousness. Cruelty lowers it. Desire raises your consciousness. Apathy lowers it. Attention raises your consciousness. Distraction lowers it. Knowledge raises your consciousness. Ignorance lowers it. Reason raises your consciousness. Irrationality lowers it. Conscious people raise your consciousness. Unconscious people lower it. Energy raises your consciousness. Disease lowers it. Intention raises your consciousness. The intention of lower, so intention raises your consciousness. The intention to lower your consciousness lowers it. Every thought you hold serves to either expand or contract your consciousness. So it is a full choice. And when we put it into your name in third party, when you script your reality from a disassociative state, you're actually pulling yourself out of it, which is exactly what we want to do. So that way you are being creative in your life script without being so associated and charged by the experience. It naturally, by putting yourself in third person, you naturally decharge yourself. And there's so much benefit with that disassociation. And you will feel the magic of doing so. And you will start implementing this into your life. And it doesn't have to be long. This could be a 5-minute process, a 5-second process. But if you keep this up, you will manifest. and you will attract, and your intentions will come to life, and you will be in the highest vibration of truth because you're creating truth, because you're actually creating your truth. The very nature of scripting yourself into existence is the act of creating your truth and therefore living it. So let's do it, okay? Closing your eyes. Taking a deep breath in, breathing deeply, connecting within, breathing in, breathing out. You walk the path of mastery, not mastery that came overnight, but mastery earned through devotion, the art of decoding truth. You no longer satisfied with partial truths, half stories, or distortions. You have walked through the fire of illusion, through the temptation of exaggeration, through the fear of being misunderstood. And on the other side, you stand radiant, a being who knows your truth and speaks it without hesitation. You know that truth is not an idea. It is a frequency. You have trained yourself to feel it in your body, like a tuning fork. Take a deep breath in and down. Step 1, the body as compass. When truth is present, your body opens. Your breath deepens. Take a deep breath in. Your chest softens. Your belly relaxes. When untruth is near, your body contracts. Breath shortens. Muscles tighten. Energy scatters. You no longer override these signals. The body never lies. Take a deep breath in. The body as compass is now activated within you. Step 2, the heart as mirror. You bring every thought, every word, or choice to your heart. If the heart mirrors it back with peace and clarity, it is truth. If the heart wavers, doubts, or resists, you pause, you wait, and you listen deeper. The heart as mirror is activated within you. Take a deep breath in and down. Step 3, the mind as discernment, not judge. Your mind used to run with stories, adding, exaggerating, protecting, catastrophizing, repeating loops. Now the mind has been retrained as a servant of truth, as a server of truth, as a lover of truth, as a devotee to truth. Its role is not to invent, but to discern. Does this align with my values? Is this consistent with love? The mind as discernment, not judgment, is activated within you. Step 4, the soul as oracle. Truth is never just about facts. Truth is essence. You attune to your soul, the eternal witness beyond fear. In stillness, prayer, or meditation, you receive the knowing that cannot be shaken. Your soul speaks with resonance that leaves no doubt. The soul as oracle is activated. Take a deep breath in and out. This is the script. Remember, you is your name. When you speak as source. Your words are not just sound, they are creation. To speak untruth would fracture your truth. And you no longer consent to fracture. Your word is your bond, your sword, your blessing. The word as creative power is now activated within you. You walk the world as a living truth teller. You don't fear being watched, read, or observed, because what others see is clean. You no longer need to perform or exaggerate. Your presence itself communicates authenticity. When you speak, truth ripples. When you listen, truth emerges. When you act, truth leads. Take a deep breath in and down. This is your mastery. The mastery of decoding truth, living truth, speaking truth, and being truth without a single doubt. Take a deep breath in and down. So the benefit of scripting in third person, you can affirm I, of course. But if we want to pattern interrupt and really sink these codes of transformation deeper into the unconscious, deeper into the brain, deeper into the aspects of who we truly are and integrate ourselves, the third person is a play with the mind. It's a pattern interrupting process and technique that gets the brain firing and wiring new chemicals, because it's very rare for us to script our own truth or existence or experience. So that was one script of connecting with truth and living truth, and therefore you're in the vibration of truth. You can script anything. You have now manifested and received the job of your dreams. So your name instead of you. You have come across an opportunity that is one of a kind, unbelievably rare, and you are chosen for it. And you are handsomely paid for it in ways beyond your wildest dreams. You have now attracted the love of your life by becoming the love of your life. and live in complete and utter emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical fulfillment, knowing exactly how to fulfill yourself by being creative with your day-to-day life experiences, stepping outside of your norm and allowing your intuitive, creative brain to choose, pick, and action experiences that expand your heart deeper and deeper and deeper into pure love, self-love, love for other, love for world, love for humanity, love for the cosmos. So can you see how powerful this process is? The benefits of scripting in third person is that you step outside of the emotion and ego. Instead of being inside the story, you observe it. And this creates space for the alchemist to come in and manifest. You know, the possibilities are infinite and endless because you can script anything because you're creating a story. And therefore, you're also stepping into a power that you have within yourself to be the inventor and innovator of your life. And that is a divine creator experience. There's a lot of power that goes with that. You're reprogramming your identity. You embody mastery. You're coding your unconscious with a new self-concept. It's not a hope or an affirmation. It reads as fact. So what's a wish that you have? Let's code it. Let's script it. Okay, so just close your eyes and say your name and practice this. All of a sudden, you name alignment takes place in every area of your life. And you feel unbelievably attractive, powerful, magnetic, intelligent, charismatic, and filled with light, as if the angels and your spirit team are with you at all times, guiding you into your bliss. Every day feels like an adventure, and every adventure grows and expands your intelligence so that you can feel fully fulfilled within your own self, that you are experiencing and growing in your soul's mission here on earth. You feel successful, and that success expands and expands each day, awakening you to the truth of who you are as the embodiment of love and source energy. So as you breathe, because you're putting it into third person and recoding your identity, the unconscious won't resist it because it's framed as a story rather than a demand. You're also writing in third person. By writing in third person, it lets you step into an archetype so that you can dress and adorn this archetype as you please. You get to be creative and artistic with wearing this archetype, embodying this archetype, living this archetype. It's just it's not just you, it's the mastery that you embody through this archetype. And it also surpasses your inner critic because it's an archetype. It's more realistic for you to embody an archetype. It feels more possible for you to embody an archetype, to play this archetype out without doubting yourself, because you're playing this archetype out. And we all have the skill of play. As children, that's what we did at playtime. And so there's this ease in manifesting and creating from that place. You're also, the third person narration mirrors how Source views us as the eternal witness outside of fear or illusion. So when you script it this way, you align with the superconscious perspective, the eye of God, seeing yourself in your fullness. You get to be in God mode. You get to experience God mode. Because, of course, as a script writer, as a screenwriter, as a scripter, you will script your character well. You will be coming from a place of love. The story form also naturally weaves time. So you can bend time, recreate time, surpass time, stop time, play with time. So you do become a master because, for example, you have walked through past. You now embody present. You create future. This collapses the linear time into a singular truth, anchoring your destiny into now. So you anchor what you script into the now. So your manifestations come quicker as well. Because you're not only planting seeds, but you're using the power of word to create form. You're using the power of truth and creator mode to manipulate the energy of now into a whole new timeline. As a master alchemist, you know that words are spells. And by telling the story of you and your mastery in third person, you place those spells into the cauldron of creation. And the story becomes the potion, the vibration, and the code. So you become a coder of your reality. Yeah, let's call it ritual scripting. It's a ritual where you script yourself into existence that is of your wildest desires, and you hold them lightly, knowing that the universe will meet you at those desires because they're coming from your creativity, they're coming from your heart, they're coming from a positive intention. So that's one activation that you're practically taking home. The next activation is you can do the same process by writing to yourself. Now, we hear this process all the time, but there's one thing to do it, and there's another thing to do it very intentionally, very meditatively, very consciously. So let's go into a meditation, and I want you to close your eyes and breathe in and out. And we're going to activate the second process and then the third process. Now, the third process can be integrated with the second process. So this process that you're practically taking home is it's a maps of consciousness kinesiology process. It is frontal and occipital holding. Okay, so you place one hand on your forehead, the other hand on the back of the occipital area of your body. It's actually the brain stem and the limbic system. Now, as you hold here, and just allow yourself to take a deep breath in, holding here allows you to feel more connected and integrated, bringing calm and balance, releasing disconnection, clearing past memories, fears, or hurts, and also clearing anxious feelings. So by doing this, you instantaneously remove and release, diffuse negative emotions or stress or emotional experiences that haven't been processed. The very nature of doing this processes them as you breathe in and out. So I want you to do this. One hand on the forehead, one hand on the occipital bone. And then we integrate it with a letter to self from intention and deep connection to self. Take a deep breath in and out. Remember, the intention is be your own soulmate and attract soul tribe, soul family, and soulmates. My dearest self, you can repeat after me if you like, or you can say yes. This is an activation. My dearest self, I see you truly and fully. In the depths of your being lies a light so radiant, so pure, that it takes my breath away. You are more than enough. Not because of what you've achieved or how you've been validated, but because of who you are at your very core. A divine, infinite, and extraordinary soul. I love you for your courage, for the way you rise even when the world can feel heavy. I admire your strength, your softness, and the way that you carry yourself with grace, even in the face of uncertainty. You are a masterpiece, a unique expression of the divine, woven together with wisdom, intuition, and the most beautiful heart. Take a deep breath in. I honor the journey that has brought you here. Every step, every lesson, every wound has shaped you into the powerful, resilient, and radiant being you are today. You faced shadows, embraced growth, and stood tall in your truth. And for that, I am endlessly proud of you. You are my everything. You are my protector, my nurturer, my inspiration, my guide. You are the love of my life, the one who has always been there, holding space for my dreams, my growth, and my healing. You are my greatest gift, my deepest connection, and my truest home. I promise to cherish you, to honor you, and to love you unconditionally. I will celebrate your victories, hold you tenderly in moments of doubt, and remind you every day of your infinite worth. I will choose you again and again because you are my divine reflection, my eternal beloved. Take a deep breath in. From this day forward, I vow to listen to your needs. Trust your intuition and nurture your body, mind, and spirit. I will honor the sacred balance within you, allowing your divine feminine and masculine energies to dance in harmony. I will create a life for you that feels expansive, joyful, and deeply aligned with your truth. You are my soulmate, my divine partner in this life and beyond. I am grateful for you, for the love we share, and for the infinite potential within us. I adore you exactly as you are, and I will continue to grow in love with you every single day. With endless love and devotion, your highest self. Take a deep breath in to receive this as an activation or downloads meditation. This letter is a living vow, a living inner marriage, a living self-love process, declaration, and act, affirming the love you have for yourself that reflects your worth, divinity, and uniqueness. And you can create this for yourself every single day as a meditation. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can practice the power of being your own alchemist and being your own lover. Because if you were to have the love of your life right next to you, for you to be able to master the art of communication and affection and intimacy and connection with the other, even though there are different forms of love that can be expressed, acts of service, actions, touch. Communication is the foundation for that interconnectivity to stay alive and to continue to grow in our soul family connections. And communication isn't only the foundation and the glue, but what it does is that it actually grows us, because what we communicate can uplift the consciousness. As I mentioned, what raises consciousness is truth, courage, compassion, desire, attention, knowledge, reason, conscious people, energy, and intention. So, what you can do is embed and inject truth and compassion and consciousness, desire, attention, all these beautiful frequencies that are ways to become more conscious into this devotional communication to ourself. It's as if you're meditating and you create this in a marriage process. You speak the words out and imagine that those words become frequency medicine, light codes, light that literally is spoken out and comes back into the crown and fills this entire vessel with pure light. What is possible for yourself and for your community and for your people and people that you get to express love with when you are continuously working and filling yourself in the light with light. And so allow yourself to receive these practicalities of forehead and occipital, holding that, expressing your own love to yourself using the power of word as medicine, word as activation, word as frequency medicine, word as magic, word as spells, and also allow yourself to create a script for your manifestations, internal or external manifestations, and see the magic that you get to innovate and create in your life. And practice this and play and witness the results. So, as you take a deep breath in, we're going to clear some emotion for you in relationship to be your own soulmate. What are we clearing? We're clearing any imbalance of you setting poor boundaries. We're clearing the imbalance of setting poor boundaries. And what's the root cause of setting poor boundaries? It's always unique to you. So allow yourself to intuit that right now as if you're having a kinesiology session with me. How do you relate to setting poor boundaries? What comes up for you when setting poor boundaries? And are you ready to reclaim, recode that you set powerful, potent, activating, loving, intentional, gracious, and important boundaries, knowing how to? Would you like to reclaim setting boundaries that honor the greatest good of all for all? Say yes. And let's do a reclamation now. Take a deep breath in and out, breathing in and out. In this moment, I know that I am reclaiming the ability to meet my own needs with love, presence, and nurturing, so that I never, ever abandon myself. I have mastered self-companionship. Take a deep breath in and out. Good, that's activated. Well done. Meditate and receive this. As you receive this, I want you to feel that pure light, source light is literally like a waterfall pouring into your crown, filling up your entire body until your body is pure light. So witness your body like a vessel or a vase, and light is just like gushing in, pouring in, liquid light pouring into your crown and filling you up with pure light. And as soon as you're completely filled up with pure light, because you're filled up, then it starts overflowing out of your crown into your auric field and starts filling up the entire room that you're in. Allow yourself to witness that. So let's just witness that. Breathing. It's like this waterfall of liquid light pouring and pouring and filling it up. You're a vase, you're a bathtub, you're a vessel, you're a container. And once it fills up your entire body with light, it starts overflowing and filling up the entire room that you're in. And just swimming in this pure light. Take a deep breath in. In this current moment, right here and right now, my superconscious reclaims the right to say yes and no from a place of clarity. So all relationships reflect, respect, and balance. Take a deep breath in and out. Keep pouring that light into every cell, every auric layer. If the entire room fills up with pure light, let the entire planet, galaxy, and beyond fill up with pure light. Let it keep pouring in and overflowing. Take a deep breath in. In this current now moment, as the superconscious, unconscious, and conscious, I reclaim my voice and truth without fear of rejection or the act of rejecting self, consciously, unconsciously, without shame or judgment, self or other. I reclaim authentic expression. I reclaim self-companionship. I reclaim sacred boundaries. Take a deep breath in. In this current now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and superconsciously, I reclaim the gift of being complete in my own energy. So connection arises from overflow, not needs. I release unacknowledged and unresolved grief now. I release feeling stuck. I release rage, anger, hatred, and bitterness cycle now, allowing myself to feel and release, feel and release, feel and release, honoring these emotions as sacred messengers. In this current now moment, I reclaim wholeness in solitude. Take a deep breath in. In this current now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and superconsciously, I reclaim my ability and natural ability to attract soul-aligned family and community who honor the real me. I know how to live my day-to-day life completely real in who I am, feeling safe, secure, and ready. I reclaim magnetism of belonging because I gift it to myself. I gift belonging to myself. I validate I belong regardless of circumstances. I validate I belong. As you take a deep breath in this current now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and super consciously, I reclaim the ability to let others love, support, and give to me without guilt or resistance. I now reclaim sacred receiving. Take a deep breath in and out. As you breathe in and out, in this now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and superconsciously, I reclaim the knowing that I am not responsible for carrying others' pain, projections, or expectations. I reclaim energetic sovereignty. As you breathe in and out, I release any close-hearted energy that lives within me across all time and space, across every life experience in this life and past lives, on a soul level, ancestral level, historical level, and group consciousness level. All closed-hearted energies are now sent into the light of love, replacing and reclaiming open-heartedness, knowing that it's safe, I'm safe, it's possible, I feel it's possible, that I am worthy and deserving to continue to expand and open my heart every single moment of every single day, knowing that this is the intention, that every time I open my heart more and more and more, abundance reveals itself more and more and more. Take a deep breath in and out. We're shifting, we're shifting, we're shifting. Take a deep breath in and out. In this current now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and superconsciously, I reclaim my lineage free of old codes of exile, rejection, or abandonment. So I feel safe belonging in community. I reclaim ancestral innocence. Take a deep breath in and feel that download. As you breathe in and out, I release the feeling now by feeling and breathing it out of feeling undeserving of love. I go to the origin of feeling undeserving of love in my consciousness. To the very first time I felt undeserving of love. I allow myself to witness the very first time I felt undeserving of love. And I release this now, reclaiming my innocence and birthright of feeling deserving of love and knowing wholeheartedly in every cell of my being and every layer of my truth that I am deserving of love, that I know how to gift it to myself, be it, express it, exhale it, inhale it, live it, speak it, receive it. I am deserving of love. Take a deep breath in. Good. Well done. We've got 2 more reclamations. As you breathe in and out, in this current now moment, consciously, unconsciously, and super consciously, I reclaim the marriage of my inner feminine and masculine. So I stand as my own beloved first. I reclaim union within, knowing that I'm 100% ready for that. I now scan my timeline, my consciousness, my soul's life experiences in this life, ancestral life, historical life, group consciousness life, and past lives. And I release the very first time I felt distant from others, disliking touch. I now release the program of disliking touch, the emotions surrounding disliking touch, and feeling distant from others. I now reclaim my connection to others and my connection to touch, my safety in touch. I release all traumatic experiences where touch violated my boundaries, where touch felt unsafe, uncomfortable, all frigidity, energy, consciously and unconsciously, having full compassion for myself, releasing the barriers that keep me distant from others, releasing the masks and walls that keep me distant from others as a safety mechanism to protect myself from rejection, abandonment, and judgment. And I now reclaim closeness with others. I feel safe, close with others. As you take a deep breath in, we're reclaiming consciously and unconsciously, super consciously, in this now moment, I am reclaiming trust in timing, synchronicity, and soul contracts. So my soulmates and soul family arrive with ease and flow. I am reclaiming divine alignment, knowing that divine alignment is happening for the highest good of all, and I am one with all. So say you don't get a job that you're really, really, really wanting, or say you are not with someone that you really want to be with. And just what if for your highest good, for your good, it's just not the right timing for you because that person isn't going to meet you right, or that workplace isn't going to meet you right. And here you are pushing and pushing and pushing for a result when it's not for your highest good. So, can you reconnect to the truth that you are creator and that you have this game of life handled, that you're in charge? And at the same time, you've outsourced that management, that process, that creation to a higher power that can look down from a bird's eye view and see all the moving parts and is working in your favor for you to feel blessed every day, all day. At the end of the day, lack is an illusion. So you're already blessed, you're already whole, you're already loved, you're already complete, you're already fulfilled. Everything is happening for you, as you, to you, for you. And it's a complete and utter ego mind game that we play with ourselves to witness anything other than love is only real. Because love is only real. Only love is real. Only love is real. Only love is real. So, because of timing, I'm going to swiftly activate the release and the awakening as a meditation. So, I want you to breathe in, breathe out. I know how to live my day-to-day life without the program of self-abandonment in relationships. I know who I am without the fear of rejection that blocks authentic connection. I know who I am without people-pleasing patterns that silence my truth. I know how to live my day-to-day life without the loneliness wound that believes I am incomplete without others. I know how to live my day-to-day life without carrying other people's pain as a way to feel safe or useful. I know how to live my day-to-day life without scarcity in love. The belief that true love and friendship are rare. I know who I am, keep breathing. I know who I am without the ancestral pattern of exile or being cast out of the tribe. I know how to live my day-to-day life without shame around visibility, fear of being watched, judged, or misseen. I know how to live without shame or vulnerability. I release the past life trauma and betrayal wounding of being judged in my vulnerability, feeling embarrassed as a result, and avoiding embarrassment and avoiding shame by keeping a distance from fully living authentically. I release these pain patterns now and send them into the light. I know who I am without overgiving, without reciprocity as a false proof of worth. I know how to live my day-to-day life without attachment to false timelines, waiting energy, hoping others will complete me. I release these programs now into God's light. I release, let go, and delete all sabotages on working in the light. I now no longer sabotage working in the light. I work in the light. I am love. I am light. I am love and light. I raise my vibration and connect into love. I raise my vibrations and connect into light energy. I connect into light energy flow. I am the light. The light of the universe flows through me. The light of the universe flows through me every day. Take a deep breath in. The light of the universe flows through me every day. The light of the universe flows through every area of my life. The light of the universe flows through every area of my life. The light of the universe is infused into my every cell. The light of the universe is infused through my relationships, career, finances. The light of the universe is infused into my health. The light of the universe is infused into my destiny. I work in the light and raise my vibrational patterns. My vibrational patterns are constantly increasing. I am light and I spread into this world. I am love and I spread this into the world. I am a shining light and I feel safe shining my light without the fear of being seen, watched, looked at, and scrutinized. I release all anxiety when it comes to all eyes on me as I shine. I bask in the universal light and illuminate my life. Take a deep breath in. I bask in the universal light and illuminate my destiny. I bask in the universal light and illuminate my path. I bask in the universal light. I work in the flow of universal light. I work in the light, bringing me harmony. I work in the light and keep me connected. I work in the light and bring me joy. I work in the light that brings me love. Working in the light brings me peace. Working in the light is my natural energy state. So I want you to now reconnect with you, pouring light into you and out of you simultaneously. So how do we do this? The light pours down into your crown, goes all the way down into your body, exit your feet, anchors you to the earth, scoops up all the earth energy, moves that energy of light and earth in union together back into your feet, all the way up your body, all the way through your heart. It exits your heart and pours out into the world. So you've got light pouring into you and light pouring out of you. And just feel that and see that. Take a deep breath in and just keep breathing and witness that. Let's just do that together for a few minutes. And what I see, the light that's pouring out of your heart is now actually going back into your heart through the back of your heart, and it continues to pour out. We're going to complete this session of be your own soulmate and attract your soul family, your soul tribe, and your soulmates through the maps of consciousness by downloading the 10 things we are awakening to. Now, when you acknowledge your awakening, you also raise your vibration because you give yourself the grace to go through the journey of awakening, to be guided in this journey by your spirit team, your ancestors, the light, source energy, your higher self. 10 things we are awakening. I acknowledge I am awakening to self-love as soulmate energy. Knowing I am my own beloved first. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to do it in a different way so that it addresses you specifically. You are awakening right here, right now, acknowledging that you're awakening to sacred sovereignty, standing in wholeness in every relationship. Knowing what that is, that you are self-sourced in everything from inside out, that you complete yourself, that you fulfill yourself, that you give love to yourself, that you entertain yourself, that you take yourself out, that you create yourself, that you build yourself, that you're compassionate to yourself. Everything that you've ever desired or needed from an external force or source that would make you happy, that you own that for yourself, that you pour into yourself with all the things that you've ever needed to feel that completion. You are awakening and giving yourself the recognition of your awakening to authentic magnetism, attracting soul tribe through natural resonance. You are acknowledging your awakening in joy in solitude, being complete in your own presence. You are awakening and acknowledging that you're awakening to sacred reciprocity, giving and receiving love in balance, and knowing how to, and genuinely choosing that path for yourself. You are awakening and acknowledging right here, right now, that you're awakening to embodied belonging, feeling safe to be fully yourself in community. No matter how many people are watching or engaging with you, you feel safe in your own skin and expression because you belong to yourself, because you are your own beloved. You are awakening to and acknowledging that you're awakening to clarity of boundaries, holding your yes and no as sacred, and having that discernment of truth that we've activated, having that mastery of knowing your truth and connecting to your truth and therefore living it no matter what. You are awakening to and acknowledging that you're awakening to heart coherence, living from peace as priority, compassion as priority, and inner alignment as priority. You are awakening to ancestral blessing, awakening the lineage of love, family, and community. You are awakening to and acknowledging that you are awakening to union within. Feminine and masculine, harmonized, birthing, sacred partnership. But you've got to be your own partner. Just like we activated that with the higher self love letter and the affirmation to yourself, most likely that went to your inner child, because your inner child most likely required that validation until she learns how to validate self. And would you like to master that? And we've cleared the heart chakra and the heart meridian from any imbalance. And what's coming up for homework or for integration is being considerate of others. Now, what does that mean specifically? Because that's just very broad. Intuitively, what I'm getting is that you want to master the art of asking questions and diving into intimacy and depth through the art of asking questions, really considering others in a landscape, really diving deep into who they are, and really bonding and connecting with people so that it's more about them than you, and practicing that beautiful journey of bonding outside of it being about you. And it's not to say that you need to do that. It's to say that what's coming up is that you want to do that. You want to be um the in terms of the skill, it's a skill of networking, it's a skill of connecting, it's a skill of rapport, it's the skill of deepening connection with others. And so you want to we're activating this considerate energy of others and balancing it out with considering yourself at the same time, and having the balance between the two so that you're not in excess or deficiency of that beautiful rapport building skill from within. Your integration is also asking for you to know how to maintain long-term relationships, and maybe writing that down. It's like, what am I reclaiming? What am I awakening myself to when it comes to maintaining long-term relationships? And what am I releasing around that too? It could be guilt because you might be someone that hasn't maintained long-term relationships, or you might not be good at that, or you might not connect with people as such, or you might make it about yourself more than them. And so it's just a recalibration and a reprogramming around that so that you can have the skillfulness, the mastery, and the consciousness to maintain long-term relationships, knowing how to. So purity of heart is coming up. Let's give you discernment on who you are with purity of heart. And what do we need to do to unlock that purity of heart? What's coming up is giving or receiving a massage. Why is purity of heart and giving and receiving a massage? What I'm getting intuitively for you is to actually massage the heart area, the inner chest, because the key to attracting your soul tribe, your soulmate, that is natural, that happens organically from inner union, from being your own beloved, from loving yourself, from being totally full and whole within yourself. It's a natural byproduct. It really, really is. When you come back to being your own source of love, your own source of fulfillment, your own source of anything, when you do that, you naturally attract everything that you that would create your wish fulfillment, right? So I would say massage your heart chakra, your heart meridian, the chest. You might even want to massage the meridian of the heart. So the meridian of the heart is where your pinky finger is, if you just trace all the way up your arms, and you just do that and just touch and brush your arms and massage your heart space, you're going to release some of the tension of past life, present life wounding of heartache, heartbreak, closed heart. So your homework is to massage your heart, and maybe massage a close loved one's chest as well, someone that you feel safe to do so with, if that's something that you feel called to do. I had a client today that we released some subconscious negative thinking due to her closing her heart off. And by me just massaging the upper heart and the lower heart, that already, along with downloads and meditations and identifying what emotions were trapped in her body, that alone was a process that liberated her and unlocked and activated her goal for the day. So that's just your homework as well. The root cause of poor boundaries: fear of rejection and abandonment, early caregiver dynamics, self-worth linked to giving, empathic and psychic sensitivity, fear of conflict, unconscious belief systems such as love must be earned, and ancestral and collective patterns of accommodating, pleasing, sacrificing. So poor boundaries are not a weakness, they're a survival conditioning. So I want you to reconnect with your inner child, take your inner child out, and ask your inner child by asking yourself, in what ways would you like for us to go and have some time together, have fun together, connect? It's essentially asking your inner child what he and she needs in order to be integrated and living without any form of neglect of any kind. Because sometimes we forget about the inner child, and the inner child is always alive within us, always wanting to be expressed. So let's download that you know how to live without neglecting the needs of your inner child, that you are always placing your inner child as priority, as well as peace. That peace, compassion, living in the light, being in your light, shining your light unapologetically, and essentially honoring, revering, and playing with your inner child is the priority for you. So I'm really, really excited about this activation. And I'm going to see you guys soon. Reach out, comment on this transmission. Let me know how you go. And I'm going to see you for session 4. And we're going to continue to channel the frequencies of the maps of consciousness, be your own soulmate, and therefore attract your soul tribe, your soul family, and your soulmates. So I just want to muscle test in terms of the scales of consciousness. Where have we taken your system to? It's at the light. It's at that pure consciousness, the highest level of human consciousness. The life view here is simply is. As we achieve our highest potential and live our best life, we should strive for the highest possible level of enlightenment. Even thinking about this level can raise our consciousness. So allow yourself to enjoy the light that you have cultivated today. I'm going to see you guys soon. Lots of love. until the next activation.